We just went shopping in Brandy, had the most humiliating thing happen.
Almost tell it again.
Basically, I was in Brandy and I wasn't really like paying attention. I was on my phone and I thought this blonde chick next to me was Maya. She was like looking at stuff. I was like, that's cute. Still not looking at her face. And then I whip out my fucking B-reel. It's like B-reel and like lean in fully like this. And she fully poses in the picture. I look at the B-reel and it's not Maya. And I don't know what. And then I just walk away. I don't even say anything. She just ran out the store. So that was humiliating. Do you guys always set it up like this when you do like online classes?
We've never done an online class together.
This is first time.
Oh, nice. Oh, I'm so excited. How are you, Allison?
Oh, wow. That's really strong.
Wow. It's kind of scary.
It's like we're in the studio.
It's just great.
That's totally up to you. I wanted to see you kind of feel into, well, for some people it's quite a little bony protrusion, but there's apparently still the outer body. Slowly lift your hips towards the ceiling into downward facing dog pose.
It is so beautiful out right now. Oh, it is like magical right now. Angelica, thank you so much for letting me wear this jumper. Don't get mad at me. I just know she's gonna watch this. Anyway, moving on. I have been single now for almost a year and a half. It's really interesting, and I guess I've like avoided fully talking about what I've learned because one, I think in general, something I've really learned through creating on YouTube is not talking out of your ass, like not talking about things that you don't even feel grounded and clear about within yourself. That being said, I still feel the same. This journey of singlehood has been a big journey and I think I've learned a lot, but I'm also conscious as I'm speaking about this that there's so much I have to learn, like so much. I think that a lot of us can relate to having codependent type relationship out of high school. The last relationship I've been in definitely taught me a lot about what is a healthy relationship and what isn't a healthy relationship. I've always been pretty good with friendships. Like I've had my fair share of toxic friendships, but in the whole, I've always had consistent, healthy friendships. It's interesting because the things that I intuitively brought to friendships, and yeah, some of this I had to learn, but allowing your friends to be who they are, accepting them for their imperfections and allowing them to show up up where they're at with acceptance and love in the same way that they allow me to show up. Not trying to change them, not trying to force them to maybe realize something you feel like they should realize. This detachment where you love them for who they are, not who you want them to be. I find that's something that I have really struggled to do in romantic relationships. Codependence is something that has been a big theme for me in that realm. I think the year of being single and even having little, I don't know if you'd call them situationships, but little encounters has really just taught me so much about my tendencies and owning my shit at this point of being single. I think it's like conceptually, I've really realized a lot about my patterns. I feel like I've found this new degree of centeredness and just peace. I've been very scared losing that wholeness I feel. That's what this whole past year and a half has allowed me to arrive at, is being there for myself, being my own best friend and having my own life and feeling full within myself and understanding that fuck, like people are so imperfect and true love is allowing someone to be who they are now, not trying to change them, not falling in love with potential. Can you make it work with this imperfect person in front of you, and can they accept me for the imperfections and good that I am and that they are? There's so much conditioning that we receive over what love is, and everyone talks about it, so it's kind of like over talked about at this point, but genuinely so true. Like the ideas I used to have of a romantic relationship or a life partner is someone coming along and fixing all of my sadness or all of my anxieties, all of my problems, and being perfect and having this person that's like a perfect fit for you, when the reality is, and I've learned this so much through my close friendships with women, is people are imperfect and there's never going to be one person that's going to be able to fulfill every need, and it's unrealistic and unfair to expect that, whether it's a best friend or a lover or whoever. This centeredness I feel now, I like want to treasure so much, and I think definitely there's an element of, I conceptually know in action, will I be able to keep staying centered? Will I be able to action it and walk the talk? So much about what I've learned about love, and I'm literally looking at the Dolly Alderton book right now. I don't know if anyone's read it. It's a really beautiful book. It's like about being in your 20s and love and friendship, and she talks about this. Everything she knows about love she's learned through her close female friendships. I wouldn't say that everything I've learned about love is just through my female friendships, but those friendships that are so solid for me have taught me so much about what it is to truly give to a long-standing connection and give love to somebody and have a really solid connection with someone. And I talk about this with my friends all the time about like, it's crazy how you can have friendships so down-packed, have realistic expectations with your friends, but then when it comes to having something romantic with someone, suddenly there's so much weight and so much pressure and so much expectation for this one person to fulfill so many different needs and so many things that you wouldn't expect from your close friends. And I'm not saying friendships and romantic relationships are necessarily the same thing, but I think there's so much of just having a healthy connection that stays true in friendships and in romance. As someone who can't help but analyze so much, it's something I'm learning, like not trying to be more mature than I really am embodied, not trying to safeguard myself from ever making a mistake or having a shitty experience. Like how important it is to just like do shit that's fun, get out of my head a little bit, learn through experience and see how I act in real situations. That's the energy as of current. Honestly, in a way, I wasn't sure if I should share it because I feel so work in progress about all these big life things, but like where the fuck else am I gonna be at 21? But yeah, anyway, I'm sending you so much love, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video.